There
We are live. Let me fix my headphones. We are live. Ooh, all right. My breath. I'm still catching my breath. Welcome to the watch party on the Hit List Network. What's happening, y'all? I'm Isaac Kiwi.
And I'm Lydia.
And I'm Brian St. John.
And I'm out of breath, Lorena.
Ooh, we all out of breath right now. Like, oh my gosh, we got a lot to cover tonight, you know. Oh my gosh, we got The Shy, we got Lovecraft Country, and we got Project Power. Yeah. But let's just calm down, catch your breath. How was y'all weekend? How y'all doing? Lydia, how was your weekend? What you do? Anything?
Weekend was good, relaxing. I caught up on, my shows and whatnot, but it was good. How about you, Brian?
Yeah,
the weekend was good. I hung out with As a Kiwi yesterday. We were in the park, New Jersey. So it was cool with a couple other people. So it was nice.
And I'm Lydia. Cool.
And Elle, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm tired. The weekend was good. A lot of shows to catch up on and watch. And I ran down the steps to the end. I almost fell down the steps. But it's all good.
I'm sitting here trying to fiddle with this watch party on Facebook, and it's not allowing me to broadcast. Is anybody else doing it?
I just did it. It worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna try it one more time. But a couple of things I just wanted to highlight before we get started. This weekend coming up, we got DC Fandom. For all those people that don't know, I'm a comic book head, and that is DC's equivalent of Comic-Con is this Saturday. So they're doing a whole bunch of streaming virtual panels of all the TV shows, movies, cartoons, books, everything that's coming on. So it's going to be all day. Just sign on to DC Fandom, and we're going to Comic-Con and get our cosplay on. So I'm excited about that.
Nice.
And what else? Also, I wanted to just give a quick shout out. We had covered Stars. Is it Stars Network? I can't remember. The TV show P-Valley.
Yes.
That came on. Yeah. Is that Stars?
Yeah.
Okay. Stars. I can't wait till it's over so that we can get back and talk about it. But the show was phenomenal this week. Yes. Directed by Tasha Smith. Yeah. And, I just want to get into it when it's over, but I just want to give a shout out to that. We're going to talk about it. I don't know if you guys have any comments on any of those things.
Well, not on any of those things, but I want to shout out to the women. On August 18th, 2020, we'll be celebrating 100 years of women's rights to vote, which the amendment happened in August 18th of 1920. So 100 years, women, congratulations.
Awesome. And we still fighting to make sure we all vote.
We damn sure are.
You all are registered to vote.
It's so important.
Election day is November 3rd, so we want to make sure, just since you mentioned voting, make sure people who are listening out there that you all are registered to vote, regardless of the party. Please be sure you're registered to vote.
A day after my birthday, November 2nd. Yes.
More reason to celebrate.
Historic year.
Yes, it is.
Whew. Okay. All right. What we doing? I'm just so out of breath that my mind is blown. I think we're talking about The Shy first.
Yes.
We
Let's get it rolling.
Unfortunately, because I really wanted to talk about Lovecraft.
Well, I said Lovecraft. Y'all remixed it.
No,
if you want to Lovecraft,
all right.
We can start with Lovecraft. You want to start with Lovecraft?
We can. The show is phenomenal.
Okay, all right. Yeah. All right, so Lovecraft Country is an American drama horror television series developed by Misha Green based on the 2016 novel of the same name by Matt Ruff. It is set to premiere. It premiered today on HBO. The series is produced by Monkey Paw Productions, Bad Robot, Warner Brothers, and who we would know, Jordan Peele, and
J.J. Abrams.
And J.J. Abrams. The story is about a young Black man who travels across the 1950s segregated United States in search of his missing father, learning of darker aspects plaguing the town, originating from a book famous by writer H.P. Lovecraft. Lovecraft follows Atticus Freeman as he joins up with his friend Letitia and his Uncle George to embark on a road trip across the 1950s Jim Crow America in search of his missing father.
Man, listen, the show just went off. It I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, I don't know. People have been hitting me, journalists who got the screener. They said, Sydney, this is a show for you. I can't wait for you to watch it. And I'm like, okay, I'm all in. You know, I love all these period pieces, and people talk about, oh, I'm tired of Jim Crow type shows or slavery type shows. But this here, we haven't seen this here.
No.
A science fiction, a Black science fiction television series based in the 1950s in the South.
Yo, just it blows your mind. How great is that? All Black cast leading a science fiction show. It reminded me of like Creep Show or Tales of the Crypt and all of that. I'm excited like I'm a little kid. Like, when's the next? I want to see it again.
I'm like, damn it, Netflix.
I agree with you, Sydney. I didn't know what to expect either. I was hyped off of the trailers. First of all, I love Jordan Peele, but I'm also a huge uber fan of J.J. Abrams.
Me too.
So when I saw his name was attached to this as well, I knew something great was coming out of this. But what I saw tonight, it blew me away. Like this show was elevated on a whole other level that I was not expecting. And just the adrenaline towards the end of the show, like your heart is just racing. It's just like, what is about to happen here? It was incredible. Kudos to HBO, because HBO keeps bringing the content shows.
Yes.
They keep delivering every single time. And there's a reason why every single year they're normally the #1 Emmy takers. And they just get it all the time.
Go, Lee.
So I just wanted to say, well, first of all, my heart is beating so fast because literally, like, we watched it and we jumped on about it. And I was like crazy, right? So for me, it was so different from what we have been watching and what we have been consuming, right? Because back, we've had our True Bloods and all that kind of stuff, but we've not had this smartly written sci-fi Black cast led, Black people are the main people in the story.
Yep.
So smart. And I just was sitting here like, and there's even just, I know you're going to get into it, Sid, like, I was even scared, like with the segregation stuff. I was shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's a horror flick in itself. You don't need science fiction. Dealing with segregation, dealing with Jim Crow, dealing with the South. Even today, it's scary.
Yeah,
driving through the South today, it's scary. So you have that. Go ahead, B.
Yeah, no, it's funny because every time I watch period pieces where we're dealing with the South and everything, it always scares me, and I always say to myself, would I have been able to survive during those times? I know we all kind of say that about ourselves sometimes, but I don't know, because I would probably have a smart mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like I just.
But Brian, you would be a different you.
Yeah, you would be a different.
I would be a different. You. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
you would.
It's still.
Yeah.
But it's still scary.
They would hate on your fashion sense, Brian. They would hate on you. Because you'd be like, who is this tall Black man with this suit? Who he think he is?
With the swag walking down the street.
With the swag. They'd have been like, no.
Sydney, I just wanted to touch on something you said. Like, it's definitely a horror show, right? So we've got the horror element, the sci-fi element, but what you said is so correct. The segregation piece is another element of the horror. The villain, evil characters. Like Like I was so scared.
Yeah. Yes.
I was literally like sweating.
And how beautifully they interwove that part of it into a sci-fi. It's never been done before.
Yeah. We're in new territory. We're in new territory.
How brilliant! And yes, I'm sitting here watching those scenes with the white men chasing them and stuff like that, and I'm like, I mean, it's just heartbreaking. Makes you angry. Go. Right? You're like, oh my God! And then they get you again when the monsters came out. It's the same type of adrenaline running. How great.
But they
and this time they needed each other when the monsters came out because they were trapped together in the house.
Right.
So
but they waited to the end of the episode to introduce the monsters.
Yeah.
So it was a normal, regular Southern Black period piece.
Yes.
For the whole 50 minutes. And then at the last minute, it's like, oh no. Yeah. Don't forget this is a science fiction horror film. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you.
But except for the opening.
The opening.
The opening. Jackie Robinson killing aliens and the lady in purple.
But that threw me off. To be honest, it threw me off because I'm like, okay, what is this? It's too early.
That's what I said.
I said, what is this bullshit?
Yeah, I was the same thing. I was like, it's some crazy shit. I don't know if I'm watching it past today. I was like,
no, but I did say visually it looks stunning when it started with the scene with the ships and everything. Visually it was stunning. So I was in on the stunning part, but I was just like, okay, this might be too weird for me. Like I just didn't know what to expect. And then when I realized it was a dream that he was thinking about the book that he was reading, and I was like, oh, okay.
Sid, how'd you like the little girl doing her own comic book? I knew you would like that.
You know what? We're gonna get into. I'm just gonna touch on the characters, but that one particular scene with the little girl, of the lead one of the lead characters making her own comic book, and her parents being accepting of it and encouraging a woman,
Black,
because women weren't, allowed to be that outgoing and back then. So for her two parents to be understanding and encouraging the daughter to do the comic, and it's like, oh, I'm going on a road trip. Where's my comic? I was like, applaud the writing.
Yeah.
But you can't. It seems like nowadays you can't really do a period piece without Jonathan Majors, Journey Smollett, and Courtney B. Vance. They're like the staples now. If you're gonna do a period piece, because we just had a period. We just had The Five Bloods with Jonathan Majors, which was a period piece. Journey Smollett is fresh off of what was it? The Slave Show, the Slave series, where it was a retelling of slavery, and then
I know what you're talking about.
The series. I can't remember what it was called. Runaway. That John Legend was the producer of. And then Courtney B. Vance is going to be in the next show we're talking about next.
Yeah.
So I was like,
he got jobs.
Yes, he does.
Bring it on, people.
He's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite Black actors.
Oh, he's brilliant.
Phenomenal.
He's brilliant.
Yeah.
He's brilliant.
You know what I loved? Anjou.
Oh my God,
Ingenue. Fresh off the Clark sisters.
Love
she got robbed. She got robbed at the Emmys.
Yes. Her character's name, Hippolyta.
No, Hippolyta. From the Greek gods. Hippolyta.
I'm like, okay, so we have not watched a Black in the Jim Crow South sci-fi show with the Black lead being named after like
a Greek god. A Greek god. Yeah.
I was like, when he said her name in the bed, I was like, come again?
Yeah.
Listen, the details. I love it. The details. because those are things that you don't associate with films that have a predominantly Black cast. Hollywood does not think that we watch those shows. Hollywood doesn't think, oh, it's not going to be successful. They can't do it. Here it is. You have it. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
It's just a prime example. If you make it, we will watch it.
Thank you.
You know, people, we've been screaming for years. I'm the only one. I watch all the slavery pictures, but everyone's always, the majority of the Black culture is like, I'm tired of slave movies. I want alternatives. People, here you go. If you don't watch this show and make it number one, I don't know where they're going to take us in this series, but if you don't watch it and support this, like it's a travesty.
Yeah.
It's a travesty.
Yeah.
And just to piggyback on the details, the last name of the family is Freeman.
Yes.
Freeman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Details.
Yeah.
Details. So where do you think they're going to take us? What are your early predictions?
I can't figure that out. First of all, the mind of Jordan Peele is very complex.
Tough. Out of this world.
And then you attach that with the mind of J.J. Abrams, which is also very complex.
Yes.
They can take us anywhere. Yeah.
Yes. It's gonna, you know what? We're gonna be so surprised. So I would tell everybody, buckle up. This gonna be a ride. You're gonna be riding every episode. Like, what the heck is this? I'm here for it. I'm ready for it.
So I'm really interested on where the father is, because you know they've kind of interwoven some pieces about the location. It's off the map. They can't find the bridge. It was either founded by the witch hunters. Yes. So there's a whole mystique around where his father is, and then you got like this fancy car that's everywhere. You know, and so I'm really interested.
Who, by the way, I think is controlling the animals.
Oh,
yeah, because we got to figure out what that dog whistle was, and who was doing that.
It's too early.
Yeah,
we don't know. I know. We don't know what the hell.
That's just my thought. I think she's controlling.
Right,
I think she's the controller of them. Yeah.
But again, kudos to HBO for taking a chance and really giving us something to chomp our teeth into. I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to go on and read all the chat and chatter and the reviews, because I've been staying away from them all week. I just wanted a fresh perspective, but now I'm all in, and hopefully we can be added to all of those reviews and people can check us out. So overall, what you guys think? Let's give this bad boy a rating.
Oh,
Lydia.
5, 5, 5. I'm here for it. I'm ready for it.
Oh, the shit's a 10.
Brian.
The shit's a 10. It's incredible.
Okay. All right, Lorena.
I'm still ready to keep talking about it. Let's go. It's a 10. It's a 10 for me. I'm still nervous. I'm still sweating from the episode. I got to go back and watch it again.
Yeah, I'm going back to watch it again. I got to.
That was an excellent first episode.
You felt like you were watching a movie, by the way.
It was a movie.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, J.J. Abrams is like that. His stuff is always epic. You know what I mean? So,
and hopefully after this, Jonathan Majors will be a household name. Hopefully,
yes.
Hopefully, because he's putting in work. Yeah. And I think he has it written into his contract that he has to take his shirt off in every film.
Oh my God!
I don't know. I just had to add that little small part.
He took his shirt off, and I said, who's this little chocolatey drop?
Okay, and Journey. Okay, real quick, we're gonna get on to the next show, but Journey Smollett. Okay, your personality in the South in the 50s, she would have been dead and killed if this wasn't a sci-fi. She was too progressive, too dominant, too spicy.
Yeah, she really was. Yeah.
Talking back to her brother.
She had that
like wearing those clothes. I was just like, you know what? This is a sci-fi because that's not real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen,
she had the midriff.
Come on, not in the Jim Crow South. No.
Letitia fucking Lewis, get your ass in the car.
But I have to say though, I love her too. She's
we love her.
Love her. Every time she comes on screen, I love her.
We love her.
Yeah.
And I loved her fashion. The clothes.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
But I loved it.
Yes. It was too much.
I loved it.
No,
it was too much for the South.
I loved it. She had no stockings on. It was too hot.
When she said that, I said, "Now see, me and her would have been friends." I would have been like, "I don't do no pantyhose."
Is Marilyn Monroe or the other one? I'm like, come on. Anyway, okay. Take a breath. Compose.
We could talk about it all night.
Take a breath. Compose. Now we have to get into The Shy. Woo! Kick off the recap, please.
All right, so The Shy. Keisha's still dealing with her trauma from her kidnapper, and she's trying to use the therapy that she's being taught to cope with it. Emmett and Don prepare to open up their new restaurant, who they stole the restaurant from, by the way. But their new restaurant.
Just a recap, please.
and there's some uncomfortable vibes between them that Tiff, Emmett's girlfriend, kind of picks up on. Kevin plays protector of his sister Keisha. Duba and his wife Rosalind clash on some political strategies at a church fundraiser. Ronnie is seen as the neighborhood hero, and the community bands together to reward him for his good deeds. He also finally says goodbye to his grandmother. And Jack steals some documents out of Duba's safe with the help. Steals some documents out of Duba's safe with the help of Rosalind. And he and his brother then turn those documents into Duba's political rival.
Okay. I can't pour it out on my computer, but I'm pouring out the liquor because
go in there first.
We got to come on. Come on.
Yeah,
we gotta go there and give a moment of silence to brother Ronnie.
Yo.
Oh yeah.
A moment of silence. Okay. Wow. They did that.
They did
The Shy. There's no love in The Shy. The Shy don't love you.
It's like Game of Thrones. You don't know.
They've been telling us from day one The Shy don't love you. They did a whole highlight on Ronnie this whole episode. A whole episode of Ronnie is going to the promised land. And he's on the come up. He's the local hero. He's doing it and he's getting the love. And then The Shy, knock, knock, knock. We don't love you. Wow. They took brother Ronnie out in front of our eyes. We saw it.
At the daggone barbecue spot outside the barbecue. At least he got his good meal.
At least he got a good meal. Yep.
He got his good meal. He put grandma
a good meal and a good date. Yep.
And Lorena, he got saved, so he's going to heaven.
Hallelujah.
Speak on it.
I love the whole episode and the buildup and the emphasis on Ronnie. And I was like, yeah, he about to go to Springfield, Virginia. He about to go start his life over. And I was like, I literally was just at the end. I had no words. I was just like, out of nowhere.
Didn't see that coming. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming at all. I know there was, when they were in the church and they were giving him the money, there was somebody that screamed. Now, was it that same person that killed him, or do we not?
Yes. That was called foreshadow. That's why they introduced him in the church.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I still didn't expect that. It just, God, we really just started to really, really like Ronnie again.
Yeah.
But
it was sad. It was sad. Like you're sitting there and you're like, all right, Ronnie. Now you're like, okay, he's gonna go get a job. He's gonna, start his new life. And and then I'm sitting there and it's like he gets shot. And I was like, oh, what just, it was like it just caught you off guard. you know. But one of the things that I thought about is Ronnie, you know, he's been struggling this whole time and stuff like that. He's homeless or whatever. Ronnie stay getting women throwing their stuff
really
at him.
Yo,
Homeless.
I'm like, he's
women
homeless.
throw their stuff at him every episode. He get fever from every woman. And I said, well, ain't that something? So I'm thinking, well, Ronnie's really gonna get it now, because he, you know, he got the money. He gonna go start a new life. You know, the ex-wife or girlfriend or whatever, she gonna hit him off or he hit the road, and they take Ronnie out.
Yeah,
you might have to go out in the streets and find yourself a man, and as a homeless man, they seem to be a catch.
As Nzinga in the comments says, damn.
Yo.
Okay, The Shy, the series, the show. Okay, where are we going? The show is morphing into something new this whole season. Like, it's not what we used to. Like, okay, you're gonna kill off all the characters. Now, who do we have left? Just the Keisha, Kevin, Nina, Dre family? That's The Shy now? Like, what? I don't know. That was a shocker at the end for me, but I'm like, where is this show going? What are we doing? Where are we leading up to?
Evolves. But
every show evolves, but I'm just like, I don't know.
It you know, look, you know, it can't go be predictable, number one, because we'll get bored with that. So it's like, it has to, like Brian said, it has to evolve. Like, and that may mean taking out some fairly main characters or whatever. And so I just think, you know, that's what it's doing. It's like, and it's a shocker. I mean, it shocked the heck out of all of us, you know what I'm saying? Because you really thought like, oh, Ronnie's gonna be out, and then they'll just follow him, you know, or maybe he changes his mind and doesn't leave and gets back with, there was a possibility, you know, but I mean, the show evolves.
I have no issues with the show. I actually like the way this season is going. I like the fact that they mixed it up. We knew it was going to be a mix-up anyway when they lost one of the main characters from last season. They knew they had to come back and recreate a whole new show, because before, all those shows were based off of that other character. So once he left, dismissed from the show, they had to recreate a whole new show, which we knew. Right. We didn't know what to expect this season, because we knew that they had to sit back down, all the writers, and say, you know what? We have to scrap everything that we built up to, and we have to reinvent this entire show. And that's exactly what they're doing this season. Now, moving forward, we know exactly the direction they're probably going to be taking us, because they had to sit back down and rethink the direction of how they're going to do this show.
Right.
I'm sorry for laughing. I was looking at Nzinga in the comments. She says, I need him to survive even if he has a plate in his head. Ronnie's dead.
Ronnie's
dead.
They made sure to tell us, because they showed us the bullet in the head.
In the middle of his brain.
We may not, you know how the Shy do, we may not get a funeral. They may just fast forward, but yeah, Ronnie's gone.
Yeah.
Ronnie's gone. Okay. Dang. Oh boy, Keisha. I was hoping that they would really develop Keisha and really go through the trauma and not just give her one episode to wrap up what she's going through. And it looks like that's what they're doing. They're really taking us the whole journey of post-abduction with Keisha. And now they're introducing a whole new element. Now she's pregnant from the abductor.
Yeah, and that answers the question when we were debating whether or not he slept with her.
Right.
Yeah.
So that solves that mystery right there. But it's like, I was wondering, like, I guess she kept going into the bathroom and just sitting on the toilet. Was she not feeling well this whole time? And so now she was like, let me go ahead and get this test.
She probably wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the only reason why she would go and get the pregnancy test. You know, that she probably wasn't feeling well or whatever. But I you know what? I definitely think that they're just
heavy.
It is. No, this was heavy, and I really was like caught feelings off of it as well. And I like how they're doing it though, because it's stages. It's stages that you go through, and they're showing it. She's going through now the PTSD state. Like she is anything, little things trigger her, and she's trying to teach herself how to calm herself down. So no, I think they're doing a good job with showing this is going to be a process. I hope they don't wrap it up in this episode and then we go forward and she's fine.
There's only one episode left.
Yeah, they said there's only one.
Yeah, next week is so
I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna wrap this up.
But that's what I mean. That's what I just said. Like I
she might keep the baby.
Right. I hope that they don't just wrap it up.
Imagine?
That's all.
I mean, she was on the computer looking up. She was on the computer looking up how to expect the unexpected.
Right.
You know, she's weighing her options, because at the same point in time, she was raped, she was kidnapped, she was abused, she was all those things. But sometimes in your mind, you're like, this is an innocent child. Like,
right.
I'm still, it's still a body, a living organism inside me, and they had nothing to do with what happened. But at the same point in time, once it becomes a physical being and you're looking at it every single day, it's still going to remind you of the pain that you went through and the trauma that you went through at that time. So all those things she has to weigh into her mind, because if you keep the child, you have to parent that child and still remember who that father was and how you became that child's parent. So it's a lot. It's heavy.
And
go ahead. Go ahead, Sid.
No, I'm just gonna make a side point. It's we see that played out on the have and have-nots with Hannah,
which is coming back, by the way.
Which is coming back. Another show that I think that we should tackle. But in that series, the mother was raped and she had the child, and that child grew up and they hated each other. Hated. And every time she sees the child and the child feels the energy from the mom, and the child never knew the scenario in which she was born, and it was just this contention that they had. So we see what that's like in television. Right. But go ahead, Lorena.
No, I was just gonna say it's not gonna be an easy decision for Keisha, but it's her decision. But what kind of annoyed me was her mother. Her mother was so quick to be like, "We go get it taken care of." Like let Keisha process it.
Her mother been annoying me.
Oh my God!
But that's also coming from her trauma.
Yes, it is coming from her trauma. Like, she's afraid for her kids, but it's like you got to let your daughter. And I'm glad that she finally went to counseling, but you got to let your daughter work through this, because once she makes that decision to have the abortion, there's no going back, and that is also going to be something she is going to have to deal with for the rest of her life.
Yes.
So it's not an easy decision, but oh my God, her mother got on my damn nerves.
Well, I applaud. Go ahead, Lynn.
You know what? I felt like at that moment, that was just a mom being afraid for her daughter, a mom being extremely concerned, a mom just like maybe not knowing what to say or what to do. So she said that or whatever. Everything that comes out of our mouths comes from a place of past experiences, triggers we have, and so forth. So I didn't get annoyed at the mom or anything like that, because they're all flying by the seat of their pants with this whole situation. Right. They don't know.
Right. They don't know.
So look, I mean, and we'll talk about it, but Kevin, now I was like,
talk about it.
I was like, this little boy, but then I had to catch myself, like, he don't know what to do.
He's a kid. He's a kid.
Right. He doesn't know what to do.
And he was high.
Yes.
When he said those words, he was high as a kite.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He doesn't know what to do. He is unsure until, somebody else, Emmett, had to kind of put a bug in his ear, like, yo,
you just gotta be
she
there.
went through some stuff. It's gonna be a while. He's like, how long? He's like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
But still, even tonight, you can tell the kid part about him, because even though he was the protector of her, following her and walking by her side just to make sure that she was safe and everything like that. When it came time to, hey, come with me for a run, the kid part came back. Nah, I don't want to run. And in my mind, I'm like, no, she needs you. Like, this is the time where you go and you run with her because she needs you. But he wasn't thinking that. He was just like, nah, I don't want to run. I don't want to do this. I don't like running. And it wasn't until she had to break it down to him and say, I don't want to run by myself and I'm scared. Then he realized, okay, yes, I gotta do this whether I like it or not.
But I applaud Keisha for immediately going to her parents and telling her she's pregnant. I didn't think she was going to, for some reason, I thought she was going to hide it or try and do something to herself.
Yeah. I did too.
You know, but I'm like, yo, there's growth with her. Yes. Maybe that's, stemming from the council. I would have really liked just one scene in the counselor's office.
Yes.
Just to see the dynamic of that, and instead of fast forwarding it. So, that was my only little nitpick.
I mean, we don't know. They may still do it next episode. We might. You want everything right away.
We keep saying that every episode. We hope this and we hope that, and they don't do it. But you know why? Sid. Because the shy don't care about you.
Hey Sid, did you hear the police sirens after Ronnie got shot? I heard it. I was like, I was thinking.
Sirens.
I was like, oh, for Sydney. Because he always want to know where the police are.
They ain't gonna show up.
I gotta rewatch that.
Yeah, the sirens came. It came. It came fairly quickly. I mean, it was at a restaurant with a bunch of people.
But who's to say that those were for Ronnie? That could just be for the shy.
Oh my God!
It's the shy.
And even if you heard the rate, how the shy,
it ain't gonna be the white cop. It ain't gonna be the white cop. Yeah, it ain't gonna be the white cop that knows Ronnie.
It's not gonna satisfy Sid.
I'm just saying, it does. It's not satisfying y'all.
It is.
I don't care.
Okay, all right. But do you care? Do you care about Emmett? Let's talk about Emmett.
Yes.
Let's break down Emmett, my boy Emmett.
He ain't shit.
Oh,
Emmett ain't shit.
Oh, Emmett.
Yo. He's not shit. That whole production of Engagement was for Dom. It was not for him or for Tip. Yo, I was so disgusted. I was like, in front of Dom. Like,
he's still a kid. He's still he's immature.
So is his father. So you see where he got it from.
Darnell. I love Darnell. Okay, can we have 2 seconds to talk about this earpiece?
Oh my God, from the 80s.
He's so old school, and they make it a point to have it in his ear every scene. Every scene.
What year is it?
Emmett is his 90s. Father's son. He's his father's son. It's perfect casting. Perfect casting. And you see, Lala is like I like Lala's character because she's a grown woman. She knows what she wants. She's playing it. She's just like, oh, the father can get it too.
Yeah, Dom is like whatever.
She's like the father can get it too.
But she also doing it to make Emmett be like,
she's doing it to make Emmett jealous,
right? Yeah, to make him jealous. That's why she's doing it.
Because I think she's really into Emmett. And that's why she tries to play it off as though she's not. Yeah, she tries to play it off as though she's not, which is a smart thing to do. But at the same point in time, But when he proposed and her face was just like, but I give it to her. She was very professional back in the kitchen.
Yeah.
She's cooking up a storm. The business is business. Let's make this money. You know what I'm saying? And you do you. But she, in the back of her mind, she's like, this right here, this little kitty cat, he gonna be crawling back to this soon, and we're gonna be cooking in the kitchen again.
That looked like a pawn shop ring.
The parents, were hating left and right. I mean, I understand why, but I was like, damn, don't do that to Tiff. Like, let her have her little moments or whatever. They were like, that looked like a pawn shop ring. Well, when y'all getting married? Well, this, that. And I was like, can she just have the day to just revel in it?
No, they gave her a moment.
But Emma's mom was like, no. She was like, no, you should have a long.
Oh, yes.
Knows why they got engaged.
Yes. Yeah, the kudos to the mother, because the mother, she's not trying to blow up her son's spot, but at the same point in time, she's just like, she knows the situation. First of all, she knows the two of them. She knows that they really don't mix well. Like, they still living in her house. They still getting it together. There's a whole bunch of things that the mother sees anyway. But she knows y'all not ready to be married. And then Jada, now she knows, she's like, my son just fucked this girl.
Yeah.
Like, no.
But Jada is an old Tiff. She been through it with Darnell.
Right.
She knows. She's like, I've been there, done that. So, I know exactly the type of man my son is. And he's not the marrying one woman man type of person. He's of the moment. So if you can deal with multiple women and that situation, then fine. But if you think he's gonna be committed, the fortune teller told us that he can't. One woman ain't enough for him.
She did too. She did.
Go ahead, Lorena.
No, I was just gonna say, I think Dom was playing it off much better than Emmett, because Emmett is shook.
Well, she's a grown woman.
She's a grown woman.
But he was so shook. Are you okay? Are you okay? Like, yo, dude. Like, she says she's fine.
Whoop.
Also, Dom knows what she brings to the table. She already told him, I know how to suck some dick. she's like, I know how to cook. I know how to suck.
See,
dick.
I hear those sirens. I ain't hear Ronnie, but I hear those.
You know what?
But you're right, Brian.
Huh?
You're right. I mean,
he's confident.
And Emmett couldn't deal with that. So then what he does, he goes and gets a ring and does it in front of Dom. I was just.
See, what I would have respected more from Emmett, because he's looking at Tiff and everything like that, I would have loved for him to say, let me just be honest with her.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
She would have called that shop.
It's going to be worse when she finds out. She's going to find out.
Of course it is. But Emmett is gonna lie to he lied to his mother. Yeah. The mother was like, "You ain't sleep with her." No, I ain't sleep with her. That's who he is. He's a kid, and he's shady. He's shady boots.
I do agree with you that he should tell her, but he can't because he and Dom have a business together. It's not like he could like, oh, we slept together and that's it. She gotta see him. They're joint owners of this business every day.
Not only is that they have feelings for each other.
Yes.
They got real feelings for each other.
Tiff felt that energy in the beginning of the show.
She did. Yeah. Tiff ain't stupid. Tiff is gonna figure it out.
Yeah, Jada said she's not stupid.
She's not stupid. She already peeped him looking at her when he was scraping the gum under the table. And she already feels the vibes. Tiff ain't stupid. She gonna figure that out or whatever. Yeah. But no, he's not gonna tell her because she'll burn down that shop. She'll burn it.
He ain't going front. Lala's behind got real super big. It's supersized.
It looks crazy.
It looks crazy.
It looks crazy.
I didn't say it was great. I said it was supersized.
Well, I don't want to miss the fact that the producer said, "Are you going to talk about how shady Emmett is about the shop?" So I want to bring up the shop.
Yes.
I thought y'all.
We did.
No.
For the producer, we'll talk about it again.
For the producer.
No, we mentioned it.
We talked about it last week.
Well, yes, we kind of touched on it.
Okay, but did they kill off Sonny?
That's what I want to know. I expected Sonny to come to the restaurant and throw some shade, which he didn't do. That's what I wanted to see.
Like,
wow.
Sonny took his frozen chicken out the fridge and took it home.
Walked into the sunset.
Exactly.
Another hole.
I mean, they would have had to have bought him off. But at the same point,
but it's the feeling.
I don't think Sonny was bringing any money in, but that's what I want to see. I wanted to see.
It's the feeling. It's not about the money.
Yeah.
It's not about the money. This is his legacy, and he saw Emmett as a son. Now the son betrayed him and was doing business behind his back. Now, compounded on that, the son undermined him and took his shop from him.
Mm-hmm. Well, after Sonny confronted him and told him to get the hell out.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Well, that's why I thought that they were going to have Sonny in this episode, because they teased. That was one of the things they teased in the beginning of the recap shows of the confrontation between him and Sonny. So
they did
when they start the show and they're like previously on the Shy, that was one of the scenes that they showed.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
Yeah. So whenever they show stuff like that, I'm expecting that one of those characters to be in this episode. So that's why I thought Sonny was going to be in this episode, because they're opening up his restaurant. Really, they're relaunching it. So I'm like, I expected him to come in while it was crowded and just
crazy,
stir some shit up, but it didn't happen. So that was a little disappointing for me.
So
I really want to see that.
Here we go. Pour out a little liquor for Sonny, because we'll never see him again.
No, they just snatched his business and said, "Get out of here, kid."
Beat it,
old man.
So wait,
wow.
Okay, all right. Now on to the Blake Carrington and Alexis Carrington Colby couple of the show. We got Otis Perry and Rosalind. Someone had the nerve to say this week that Candy's character was trash and she's doing terrible on the show, and I had to argue them down. Are you crazy?
We both argued them down. Yeah.
Are you insane?
She's
Candy
doing
is
great.
killing it.
She's killing it. She's playing that role.
She's playing that damn role.
She really is.
I would not have pictured Candy in this role, pulling it off.
No,
without seeing it, and she's killing it.
I would have never.
I really have to give it up to her, because we all know she is a consummate professional.
Mm.
Yeah. So she anything she touches, she studies. She really dives into it.
You know what? You gotta give her flowers.
You gotta give it to her. She's the shit, because she's really owning this character. She's owning.
Here you go, Candy. This for you.
Yeah.
You gotta give her flowers.
Yeah, she's killing the role. Sorry.
She's killing it. She's killing it. And as she's killing it, they're diminishing Otis's character to me.
Yes, they
Before,
are.
He was menacing, he was dominant, and it's like with each episode, he gets weaker and irrelevant. So I'm like, what's happening? Did we just pivot?
That whole scene in the church where he tried to get a little something in, and every time he tried to say something, she said something, and then after that, he was like, "Okay, he's looking at her like, oh, this is what it's called? This is what we're doing?" And then when he really tried to say something, the pastor was like, "Okay, sir."
Behind every man, there's a strong woman. Behind every man, there's a strong woman. And she is that strong woman behind him.
I think we're thinking the same thing, Lydia.
And how about the pastor?
Thank you. Thank you. I was just like, are you going to say it?
He go with $1 czar. That's why Papa was like, "Dad, where's your heart? Where is your heart?"
Yeah. But
did Otis hit him off?
Yes.
With a prostitute or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
He had to.
Trying to get a good teacher.
That's why he said, "Oh, I'm endorsing Otis Perry now." I said, he was just endorsing Camille. Now he hit you up with some more money, and you're like, "No, I'm gonna endorse Otis Perry."
Are we really surprised now?
No, he is scandalous and he is shady. Yes, he is, which is why his son give him the side eye, like, "Dad, what are you doing, Dad?" I mean, that your son is checking you on that?
Every TV show.
It's curious then, because then is it the mother that's raising such a good child? Because the father seems to have
good
questionable. Yeah.
I don't know.
So
it seems like every TV show has a shady church, a shady pastor, Greenleaf, P-Valley. Everybody got a shady pastor. I'm like, what is happening?
What is happening?
Can we just open up the church of Papa?
Oh my God.
Because Papa's the only one with morals and values.
Yes. Lord have mercy. Yeah, that was that whole thing. Yeah, but no, Duda does seem to be shrinking.
Weak. He's weak.
And and unsure. So yeah, no, this episode I did find myself like questioning, like, okay, where are they going with him? Is he gonna explode one day and come back to being Duda, or is he trying to be Otis Perry and not give off that gangster feeling anymore? Like, where are we going with him? Because
I think it's coming back.
I'm sure.
I think Rosalind is going to push him, but so far, and he's going to snap. And then
you see, she just betrayed him.
Well, because he told her to take her ass home. So that's
why she did that. Yeah, that's
why she did that. Yeah. She's like, oh, you want me to take my ass home? I got your back. Oh, we're gonna see. When she got home, she was like 11:32:09.
But she warned Otis before. She's like, you don't think the brother of the man you kill is gonna not come back on you?
Right.
Exactly.
Like she foresaw it.
Yo, but she gave Jake the like, just get, here you go. You want them papers? Here you go. 11 blah blah blah. She just gave it to him.
Yeah.
And I was
like, well, I think strategically, I think she's smart because she knows what's going to happen and then what's going to end up happening because
she's going to swoop in and save the day.
Exactly.
She's going to swoop in and save the day.
She's been the political person. She wrote his script. She wrote the speech. She wrote everything. She's been running this whole thing all the time. She's the backbone of his campaign. So once this happens, and she knows what's about to happen, so she's already formulating in her mind how to save the day.
And it was a dig, like, oh, you don't need me? You want me to go home? I'll see about that much.
Yeah,
we'll see about that.
Cook and I'll clean. Yeah,
I'll go home. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. We got a little breaking from our roving reporter Nzinga in the comments. She's saying that Lena is giving Ronnie the actor his flowers right now on IG.
Oh wow!
Sending him off right. Okay, Lena.
All right,
we gotta check that out. That out. Okay, but to round the show out, let's just touch on Trig and Jake.
What is? I mean, they gonna know where the secret files came from.
We don't know what the files are. We don't know what the information is.
But I mean, the thing is that it's very easy to trace where the information came from because it was locked in the safe.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just trying to figure out, like, how
he may think it's his wife.
Exactly. He's gonna think it's the wife.
Who else has the combination but the wife?
And so, why would this teenager have a combination to my safe?
Unless the wife flips it on Jake and somehow says Jake came in and stole it. Mm-hmm. Like, if she's really devious and conniving like that, she may already have a plan in her mind.
Oh, she got a plan. I just want to see what the plan is, because it's, you know what I do want to see how this is going to play out. Because either way, Duda's going to flip his wig. Either way, he's just going to flip out.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, I want to know what was in the folder, because when Trig looked, he's like, oh, like that was a big deal what was in there. And then when the other guy in the political office looked, he was like, oh wow, what we got to pay you, and it's nothing. So I now want to know what the hell's in the files.
Well, hopefully they'll tell us next week and they don't leave us hanging.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know how they're gonna. I don't know. Did you all watch a coming attraction? I didn't see one.
I didn't know.
I don't know. After. Okay.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, when you watch it early, they don't have the coming attractions.
Yes, I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know what to expect for next week. Yeah. So I don't know. So overall, what you guys think? What you think of this episode, Lorena?
On a 1 to 5, I'm gonna give it a 4. I really rest in peace, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, I give it a 4. I thought it was a good, solid episode. Not enough for a 5, but good for a 4.
Good. And last but not least, Lyd.
I have to give it a 5. I love the shock of it, and I love the emotional part of it. The whole Keisha situation and Kevin and the family. Like, I just love how they're playing that out. I gotta give it a 5. I like.
Wow.
That.
So I'm gonna act like the producers for 2 seconds. So it's equal to the first episode of Lovecraft in the ratings. 5.5.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I gave Lovecraft a 10, like Brian.
Okay. I gave Lovecraft a 10 too.
I mean, look, we do it on a scale of 1 to 5, right?
Yeah,
and I said 5.
That's your vote. Yes,
that's your vote.
I did say 5, 5, 5. So I mean, yes,
she voted a 15,
and that's it. That's it. I don't know. I'm gonna give it. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4. I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay. What Nzinga? What you give it? Oh, okay. I thought she just rated. No, she
said Lena signed off. Yeah.
Lena signed off. Okay. All right. So rounding off our last show to review tonight, we're talking about Project Power. Kick it off.
Yes. So, quick overview. So this is about a former soldier that teams up with a cop to find the source behind a dangerous pill that provides temporary superpowers. And so the superpowers last for only 5 minutes. So yes, Jamie Foxx is the soldier.
Okay. I liked it, right? Just off the top, I liked it. It was a pseudo superhero film. I thought Jamie did a great job. I liked it a little bit better than the last sci-fi show we did.
You mean with Charlize Theron?
With Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
I liked it a little better than that. I know. Dramatic pause. Dramatic pause.
No, you're gonna bring the Charlize Theron movie into this. Okay, totally different type.
Different, but it's still
it's just another Netflix sci-fi movie.
Sci-fi.
It's like one of those movies that it's only for the weekend. You'll forget about it next week until the next thing comes out. But you know, I'm gonna give. I love the style of it. I love the special effects. It wasn't too deep. I don't expect a sequel. It was a good little cute movie.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I and actually from what I've seen from people posting on social media, they cast a wide, diverse audience. So a lot of different kinds of people enjoyed it as well. But I didn't know what it was going to be about. Like I went into this not knowing that this was going to be like this sci-fi kind of action movie. And I really loved it. It was light, except for like the violence and the gore.
You mean all the killing, all of the death, all of the exploding heads, and all.
The storyline was light. It wasn't too heavy, and I love the dynamic of like a father trying to get his daughter, and along the way, he meets another young lady who doesn't have a father. I love that.
He kidnapped a young lady. His daughter got kidnapped, and he decided to kidnap someone else's daughter.
He kidnapped her for a good reason, because he had to find his daughter.
Is there ever really a good reason for
kidnapping? Right. Ask Keisha's and stuff.
You know, it's a movie, but I mean, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I love the action scene.
Okay.
It was funny too.
So it's a good thing that we're lined up on the screen on this side, because now we're about to go to this side and get the other side of the spectrum. So go ahead. What y'all think?
No, I liked it.
Oh, you liked it?
I
thought for some reason you didn't like it.
No,
I'm sorry.
It.
Okay, it's just. I can't get the angles right. I'm pointing.
No, I liked it for, you know, like you said, Sid. It's like you watch it, it's cute, you know, and you keep it moving. I thought it was a cute little movie and something to watch. And you know, like Lorena said, it was a simple storyline. They kept that simple, but I love the special effects. I love the graphics of it. I loved all of that. And I forgot the young lady's name. And said, you know what?
I'm just can't stop looking at Brian.
We're laughing because Brian has a very stoic.
I mean,
well, let's hear what he has to say because
let's take it back to one of Jamie Foxx's.
I'm obviously done. So go ahead, bro.
Let's take it back to one of Jamie Foxx's old shows. Hated it. I just. I thought it was a stupid story. I thought it was a stupid storyline. I thought the pill thing was stupid. I thought it was beautiful.
But Charlize Theron was outstanding.
No, I didn't say that movie was outstanding.
He didn't like that either.
Oh, you didn't like that?
I didn't like that either.
Okay, you are my friend.
Yeah, I thought it looked good in terms of how it was shot.
It looked great.
The colors were vibrant and everything like that. Some of the action scenes, I wasn't mad at some of the action scenes, but the movie overall, it was boring. I didn't care. I didn't like it. I tried to like it. I sat there. I didn't fall asleep. I dozed. I didn't fall asleep. But overall, I just found myself
That's
saying,
huge. Watch party, that's huge. If Brian doesn't fall asleep or take a food break, that's huge. I'm
overall, I just curious about what?
No, finish your thought.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I was just sitting there and I was trying to find something within it that I would say that, okay, I'm really feeling this movie. It just never came.
I'm curious to Lydia. Could you give us a favorite scene?
A favorite scene. Let's see if I can. I don't know.
Because I know you liked it. So I said I wanted to give you a moment to give you a highlight and talk about what you liked.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there was like one favorite scene or. Yeah, I don't think I have like one favorite scene. I do too. And again, what I say.
I'm saying I'm giving you a moment. This is like
no scene. Go ahead. What y'all want to say?
I want you to feel fully fleshed out. So go.
I'm good. No fleshing out. I don't have a scene.
Okay, I want the permission to move on, but I want to make sure you fleshed it out.
Oh wait, you're asking permission from me to move on?
I'm asking permission from you.
Oh my gosh!
That's why I'm giving you a moment.
So I matter? Oh my gosh! Yes.
I'm giving you. So recognize this moment. I'm giving it to you again. Go.
Okay. We can move on.
Okay. Lorena, what's your scene?
I actually have two.
Go.
I like the scene when the white police officer came to the young girl. Frank came to the young girl's house when her mom was being accosted by like the people from the government in suits. That whole scene was hilarious. When he was like, did they show you the badges? And they started, we're recording this. That whole scene was absolutely hilarious to me. That was one of my favorite scenes. And then another one of my favorite scenes was when Jamie Foxx goes to the check cashing place.
Okay.
He goes to, and he finds like that's when they were going to sell to the South American who came in. And there's the huge fight scene that happens, and then the lady is in the cage.
Yes, that's what I did. We agree.
Yeah, yes. Those are my two. I really enjoyed. I love these kinds of movies, so I really enjoyed it from start to finish. You want to find out, Brian?
Woo! It's a rumble in the jungle tonight. You can't. Listen, watch. You can't miss a beat because you don't know what you gonna get out of this crew right here. But that scene,
getting amazing tonight, though.
That scene that Lorena's just talking about just there was amazing. and I'm surprised you didn't say anything. The way it was amazing. The way they shot that from inside the containment, seeing the fight happen outside with Jamie fighting all those different people. I said, yo, this is cinematic. This is like watching it in the theaters, like this scene.
Must have been a doze off moment.
Lydia, no?
No, it was a good scene. It was.
I can't recall.
That's when she went all icy on you. That lady. The lady.
I'll give y'all a moment.
The lady froze, like because they turned the heater off, and so
oh yes,
in place. And so as she was freezing, this whole crazy fight scene as she's moving around the actual cage is every time she touches a part of the cage, you see like another part of the fight scene. That was dope.
That was dope. And just to talk about an introduction of a new face for me, the girl who plays Robin, technically she's the Robin to the Batman who would be Jamie Foxx. Well, her name is Dominique Fishback.
Yes.
Kudos to her.
She was good.
Kudos to her. Like I'm like, yo, this is a fresh face. She was intelligent. You know, she was smart. I was like, yo, I like this character.
I loved it.
I'm sorry.
His screen was blocked out on mine. I didn't even see Brian.
Bananas.
I'm looking forward to seeing her in a lot more. She's not like an atypical. A lot of times with the young actresses, they're like thin and a certain look. Like she was just atypical, and I really liked her character. I really her character. Like she was all about like she was, selling that stuff because her mom had diabetes and she needed surgery and they didn't have health care. So I really liked her character. I empathized with her character.
That was great. I mean, overall, I enjoyed it. As I said, so I give it 2 thumbs up. For me, it was a 4. It was a 4 for me. Lydia, what you think?
I'm gonna give it a 3.75.
Okay. Brian?
Must I?
Just for shits and giggles.
I give it a 2.
Okay.
There was one scene that I really enjoyed.
Did you say it?
No, I didn't want to talk about it. No. It was when he first met the drug dealer, white boy. He turned into flames and fire.
Oh yes,
that was a dope scene.
That was dope.
Machine Gun Kelly, Machine Gun.
Yeah. I enjoyed that scene.
It's just falling off the rails, people.
But I must say, it still wasn't better than Tijuana Jackson.
Have I liked the movie that we've seen so far? No, I don't remember.
Sydney.
Oh my God,
Marina, what do you rate the movie?
Oh my God!
We gotta bring up that Tijuana Jackson.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Is it hot?
Yeah, y'all making it spicy. I give it a 4. Somebody asked me if I think there's gonna be a sequel, so they left it open, kind of.
They don't need a sequel.
I was like,
even I think on one of the charts or one of the Instagram thing, I saw it came in number 1 on something. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It really doesn't warrant it to me.
Might have been. It is in number 1 trending on Netflix.
That's what it was. The number 1 trending.
Yeah. Okay. Now I give it a 4. It's definitely something put on a Saturday while you cooking, and my mom and I watched it, and she liked it too.
I was wondering. I'm like, was it too graphic for Taylor to see?
I didn't let Taylor watch it. This would have been way too much blood and blowing up heads and sticking the ice spoke into the head and blood coming through. Yeah, that would have been too much for him. He probably would have been like, What am I watching?
Okay. Well, oh my God, this was a good show. I like this. This was funny. Rita, do you want to talk about what's coming up this Thursday?
This Thursday, I think we're gonna be reviewing P-Valley, and I think The Boys.
Is that time already?
I think it's
don't
wait, when does
don't get me excited.
No.
I thought The Boys was September.
So it's just P-Valley.
Yeah, just P-Valley.
On a Thursday. The Boys is coming though, Sid, in a few weeks though.
Yeah. No, you got me excited for 2 seconds.
I'm
Boys is this week?
No, so just P-Valley, but
just one show we're reviewing? Oh, we'll probably stay tuned.
We'll find.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Abstencia.
Stay too far behind.
Stay tuned, people.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, thank you for watching another spicy episode of The Watch Party. Make sure to like and subscribe to all our channels, and see you guys next week or this week.
No,
Thursday.
Heather. Sorry. Heather's comment. No.
Deuces.
Review Brian McKnight and D Nice interview. No.
No.